Hey, what's happening, Nation? It's Sunjoku. We have to take a look at our defense tonight. We are so damn close to having something truly special for the first time in such a long time that it actually has me pretty damn pumped up. I'm going to break it down from top to bottom pretty much. So jump in here, let me know your opinion, leave it in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. I always do appreciate that. But I'm telling y'all, man, this defense is about to be something special, like special. Let's go ahead and jump into it real quick. We got Salt and Pepper on the outside. We got Farrell and Crosby. I drew this whole thing out earlier after dinner, and I was like, shit, man, I have to talk to the people about this and see what you guys think about it. But Farrell and Crosby on the outside, I'll take that. I'll take that all day to start next season. Plus, we still have Key and Nassib behind them, so it's a decent rotation. I'd like to see a little more depth. If Arden Key comes back fully healthy, I really like him. I truly do. I think he's a lot like Markel Lee, to where the injury bug just gets him every single time. But I think we have some actual pretty good depth at our ends, and we have two great starting defensive ends. We'll move into the middle right there. I think Hurst goes out there and beats Hankins and takes that starting job. And I think that Collins pretty much has that job locked down. It's his if he wants it right now. Darnell, what's happening, man? Just break it down the defense tonight. Got to see how this thing's going to go. So Hurst makes his step up. He becomes a starter. Hurst and Collins in the middle is a huge push. And then when you have that rotation behind them, because there's depth there too, where you have P.J. Hall and you have Hankins. And let me know if you think Hankins will hang on to that starting spot. There's a chance that he does, but I'm really hoping that Hurst makes a step up and makes that next step. And so I think our defensive line overall is looking completely jacked at this point. I really do not have a problem with it at all. I would like to see us go out there and get maybe another D tackle, but I really don't know if we'd need one at this point because we're looking pretty good there. But I think we definitely need another defensive end somewhere in the draft or after the draft throughout the free agency before it starts. So let me know what you think. But I think right there we're pretty much set and we're looking good to where we won't have to use one of our high picks on one of those things. Then we'll move into the linebackers. I will tell you guys right now, this is probably the best linebacking crew this team has seen in years. Like, in years. And it's going to make a tremendous difference on this team. It's going to make this defense a million times better, and I am so jacked to see it. I'm really excited about our defense this year. Dude, I'm telling you, our defense is so damn close. You have Littleton and Gwiatkowski back there. That's one of the best 1-2 linebacker combos that the Raiders team has probably ever seen. And I shit you not about that, especially with the way that the NFL is geared right now. Those two dudes, if they stay healthy and they can play well together, that's going to be insane. They will go down as one of the best combos in the league by the end of this year, and I promise you that. But then that's where it kind of sucks, because our third linebacker, which is supposed to be Morrow, which you're going to end up seeing a lot more nickel, to where you see Joyner coming in there and playing that spot, or some of those other dudes that like to rotate in there. But if we go out there and we get, I'm going to say Patrick Queen. I was pretty down on him before. I know I've talked a little bit of shit about him because I really wanted to bring in Murray. But the more tape and everything that I watch, Murray's more of that middle linebacker spot. We need somebody that's outside and super fast that can play all three downs. And Queen is that guy. And I'll tell you right now, if we can get into a true 4-3 with three linebackers that can play all three downs, that's going to be massive for this defense. Like, massive. But even with that rotation, if we don't end up going out there and getting that linebacker, which would blow my mind if we did, and it would totally piss me off because I know that we need one of those two dudes out there. We still have the depth at the safety position to where we can just keep rotating that nickel spot over there, to where it would actually still look pretty good. We could bring in Heath if we needed somebody to be the big thumper out there. Patrick Queen is a better fit. He truly is a better fit, dude. Queen is the man that I want to see brought on to take that spot, because Joyner hasn't proven shit to me. And that is what it is. And if I would rather see Queen than Joyner out there in our starting lineup, I'm not going to lie to you about that. Let Joyner be that rotation. Let him be the guy where he comes in and floats. Maybe let him play a little bit of cornerback, but not much, only in certain situations, because that scares the shit out of me. But so that is what it is with him. But our linebackers and our defensive line are finally stacked, and they're going to start making plays, and it's going to be huge for us, and it's going to make our secondary, regardless of who's back there, look good as shit. And I will take that all day long. So let's push back into that secondary. I'm saying, man, Mullen is our starting number one corner. I don't think there's too many people that would argue with me on that. Dude proved himself. He's going into his second year, played damn good. He proved that he can hang with some of the better wide receivers out there. Plus, he's going to have some serious safety help over the top this year, which our corners have not had in a very, very long time. So, between the linebackers being able to help him not have to bite on something and then having the safety help above, you're going to see our corners end up playing dramatically better football. And I'm going to love every second of that shit because it's going to, again, dude, it's going to change this defense for the better. I'm telling you, we're getting close to being at that top 10. And then I have Isaiah Johnson on the other side. We've talked about him a lot on this channel. I really like Isaiah Johnson. I really think he's going to make that next step. But at the same time, I want to have a safety valve there. I say we go out there and get C.J. Henderson. Just draft him. We're going to have to get him early. It's probably going to end up having to be that 12 spot because the corners are going to go quick. So it might suck to see, but I know a lot of you guys still want that receiver. We get that receiver at 19. And then in the third round, we go out there or maybe trade something up to get into the top of the second and still get Queen in the second. That would set the shit out of this team. If they pulled off that move somehow, if they went out there at that first rounder and got C.J. Henderson, went to pick 19, dude, that would be insane. I will tell you that right now. That would be huge. We go out there at 19 and pick up probably Ruggs at 19. I think he'd still be there at 19. I think Judy and Lamb would be gone at that point. Then trade up into the second and end up getting Queen, dude, that shit would set this team over the top. Like, over the top. I would be talking Super Bowl if we pulled that shit off. But there you have it, guys. And then we go into the safeties. We got Randall and Abram back there. I guarantee those are going to be our two starting safeties back there. It's two dudes to where they can completely cover the entire backside of the field, and they can come up and make huge plays. That's going to end up being massive for us. Those two guys together in the back end is a perfect fit. And then we have some decent depth there. I think we're going to end up keeping Harris, and we'll definitely have Heath back there. So we have good depth in our secondary all the way around too. So we're looking damn good on this defense, man. Just give me those two pieces. If we get those two pieces, I promise you we will have a top 10 defense. You might think I'm crazy. Let me know what you guys think about it. But you bring in a number one cornerback through the draft out there, like that fucking C.J. Henderson, and stick him out there, it's going to be a crazy benefit to this team. Then Isaiah Johnson as that third, and then you have Nixon or Nixon back there as the fourth. Dude, that's a pretty damn good cornerback crew out there. So I don't know, man. I'm pumped as shit about this defense. I wanted you guys to see it on paper, just kind of laid out of where these guys are going to be. Once I put this whole little thing together in the background, I was like, holy shit, man, we are so damn close. And I started looking at the depth of who we still had on here. I was like, dude, we are going to have a fucking great defense next season. So that's pretty much what I got for you guys tonight. It wasn't going to be a super long video. I just wanted to share this with you and see what your thoughts are on it. And we're young. We are so young on defense, man. That's another. This whole team is probably one of the younger Raider teams that have been around in a good minute. Oh, man. Man, Darnell, dude, have a good night, dude. I appreciate you coming out. Everybody else, thank you for watching. Tune in next time. I'm Son Joku. We will see you guys later.